Good morning, folks. It's Bill from One Betty Bill. I'm going to do a little bit talking now about oxygen, home therapy, and the hazards with pets and even little children. How to keep your concentrator and your tanks safe from pets and little children. What we did here was very simple with ours. Found a corner in our kitchen, moved all the pet stuff out of there, and put the home concentrator and the tanks in there. Then we went up to the local Walmart store and we purchased a Super Yard Classic from North States. Yeah, it's a little playpen to keep the children in or keep the dogs in, but actually cost us nothing. Sabrina and Savannah, puppy loves the box. Sabrina and Savannah outgrew their car seats that we have. They're 6 and 8 years old. They've been down in the spare room, in the junk room as we call it, collecting dust, and found out that Walmart had a deal where you can turn in up to 2 car seats that you're not using anymore, and they'd give you a $30 gift card for each. So we had Sabrina's and Savannah's. We turned them in, got $60, and the little Super Yard Classic was $59.90. So it was kind of an easy trade. Pretty easy to put together. And there's 6 panels. All we needed was 4. And we put it around our oxygen tank, keeping Gracie away from the hoses and knocking the tanks over and all that good stuff. So that's one way to keep your concentrator safe from your pets. Now let's talk about a little bit of safety along with that, keeping it safe there. What you want to do is always keep the tall tank on the cart so it's not tipping over and falling. Small cylinders should be laid on the floor if not secured in the cart. Small cylinders we have inside the safety area there, so we have them in the corner there right now, but usually they're laying right on the floor. I stood them up for the video. Avoid knocking the cylinders together. Remove all combustible materials out of the area. Keep them out of the area, such as oils and petroleum jelly. Avoid items that could ignite the oxygen, such as hair dryers, electric razors, open flames, heaters, cigarette lighters, cigarettes. Basically, keep all that 6 feet away from your oxygen. When you're traveling with it, don't put the oxygen tanks in the trunk of the car or the back of the SUV. Put it right behind the front seat and store tanks in a well-ventilated area. Of course, use the no smoking sign and don't smoke when you've got the oxygen on. That's a simple guideline there. So now we're going to turn a little bit to cleaning your equipment, your concentrator, your hoses, and so forth. Now on the concentrator, large concentrator, basically once a week, just wipe down the outside with a damp cloth. Of course, unplug the unit prior to to wiping down. I've got ours plugged in. Another thing, don't use extension cords or adapters of any kind. Plug it directly into the walls, 3-prong plug. Filters, there's inlet filters on this sucker. Oh, I'm off it now, but anyway, about once a week, just clean them with warm soapy water, rinse, dry them thoroughly, and put them back in the unit. Depending on your unit, the filters be in different areas. The nasal cannula, wipe it down every day with a soapy cloth and rinse. Replace it every week or more often if it's cracked or you abuse it a little too much. Don't abuse it by smoking with it in your nose and getting that smoke all over it. That's another no-no. All right, oxygen mask, wash once a week in warm soapy water. Replace it approximately every month or so, more often if it's cracked, broken, or you see it start to discolor to yellow. The tubing, the long tubing outside, just wipe it down with a damp cloth approximately every week. If you live in a really dusty place, a place where you're dusting your furniture more often, then of course wipe this sucker down every 2 to 3 days. But once a week is appropriate. Do not soak the water. Do not soak the water. How about do not soak the tubing, the rubber tubing, in water so you don't get water inside the tubing, because then it's kind of a pain to get all the water out, and then you have to let it lay there and dry. Replace the tubing about every 4 weeks on it. Okay, if you have a humidifier bottle, just follow your physician's orders. Discard the water when you're not using it and replace it. So that's all we wanted to show you on this. Give you a few safety tips and cleaning tips if you're on oxygen home therapy. Gracie and I want to say y'all have a good day, and thanks for watching One Billy Bill.